On a stormy night in a far-off kingdom, a brave soldier named Thomas was summoned to the throne room of the wise and just king. There, he was given a dangerous mission: to stop an enemy army that was marching towards the kingdom to destroy it. Thomas knew that the fate of the kingdom depended on him, so he set off into the stormy night with only his sword and his wits to protect him. The wind and rain were fierce, but Thomas was determined to complete his mission. As he journeyed deeper into the forest, the wind and rain battered him mercilessly. He could hear the distant sounds of war drums and shouting, and he knew that he was getting closer to the enemy. Suddenly, he heard a loud rustling in the trees above him. Looking up, he saw a large bird perched on a branch, watching him with its keen eyes. Despite the storm and the darkness, the bird's feathers seemed to glow with a soft light. Thomas was surprised but unafraid, and he approached the bird slowly, hoping to make friends. To his amazement, the bird seemed friendly and curious. It hopped down from its perch and approached Thomas, allowing him to stroke its feathers. Thomas felt a sense of comfort and warmth, and he knew that the bird was something special. As they walked deeper into the woods, Thomas confided in the bird, telling it about his mission and his fears. The bird listened intently, and when Thomas finished speaking, it let out a loud cry that echoed through the trees. The soldier was startled, but he knew that the bird was trying to tell him something important. Suddenly, Thomas felt a surge of courage and hope. He knew that he had to keep going, even though the enemy was powerful and numerous. With the bird by his side, he felt like he could accomplish anything. But as he continued on, he realized that he needed more than just courage and hope to defeat the enemy. He needed weapons and supplies. So he set off in search of a store where he could gather the things he needed. After some time, he came across a small store at the edge of the woods. The clerk was surprised to see a soldier in the woods on such a stormy night, but when Thomas explained his mission, the clerk understood and quickly gathered all the weapons and supplies he could find. With his new weapons and supplies, Thomas returned to the woods, ready to face the enemy army. But he was not alone. The bird of friendship and courage was with him, perched on his shoulder and ready to fight. The battle was fierce and intense. The enemy army was strong and well prepared, but Thomas and his bird fought bravely. The bird let out a piercing cry that seemed to strike fear into the hearts of the enemy, and Thomas's sword gleamed in the lightning as he fought on. As the battle raged on, Thomas felt himself growing stronger and more determined. He knew that he had to protect his kingdom and his king, and he fought with all his might. Finally, after what seemed like hours, the enemy army began to falter. Thomas and his bird fought on, driving the enemy back with each blow. And then, at last, the enemy army was defeated. The king was overjoyed and rewarded Thomas with riches and honor. But Thomas knew that he owed his victory to the bird of friendship and courage who had accompanied him through the stormy night and had given him the strength to fight on. He vowed to keep the bird with him always, as a symbol of his courage and friendship, and to remember the lessons he had learned on that stormy night in the woods. And so Thomas emerged victorious from his mission, having defeated the enemy army and saved his kingdom. He learned the importance of courage, friendship, and determination, and vowed to keep those values close to his heart always. The bird of friendship and courage became his constant companion, and together they faced many more challenges and adventures in the years to come.